Joe Spadafino. I don't know. I didn't get to see him here. He's doing an vacation, but he and I have not met up, and I hope he's in the crowd.
If for some reason no one steps forward, I'll tell Jordan Ray.
Okay. All right. There is a.
Oh wait.
There is a man who gave me his
yeah,
card.
You can do it too.
Yes.
He's right here.
Okay. Well.
I'll mention it to you.
Okay. Great. I'd like to welcome all of you here tonight. My name is Roger Pollard. I'm the co-chair of the Easy Wall Project and Vice President of Operation Welcome Home. Very happy that you're here. This is going to be a wonderful ceremony. On behalf of Mayor Lewis, the town of Gilbert Town Council, and the town of Gilbert, I would like to welcome all of you here this evening. I'd like to thank you all for coming out here to honor First Lieutenant Devin Yates for his sacrifice and service to our country, and to his family, and recognize them for their support during his deployments. Would you please stand? American Legion Post 39, please post the colors. The invocation will be given by Deacon Joe Spadafino, St. Anne's Church.
Almighty and eternal God, those who take refuge in you will be glad and forever will shout for joy. We gather today to bless you, and we praise you with thanksgiving for having brought this young man safely home from his service to our country overseas. He and his brothers and sisters in arms represent the best of a new generation of leaders. Keep him safe here at home as he returns to family and friends, to work, to church, and guide him as he transitions back to once again live his life on the home front. Let us never forget his fellow servicemen and women who gave their lives so that others may live. Let us take a moment to offer a silent prayer for them. Protect those that remain behind as they continue to discharge their duties. Protect them with the shield of your strength and the power of your love. Keep them safe from all evil and enable them to return home someday safely to all who love them. And finally, surround our Commander-in-Chief with wise and prudent advisors that he may never be tempted to misuse the might of the United States military, which has done so much good throughout its history. Help us to remember that you do not see us and them. You only see your children hurting each other, and it must break your heart. Help us learn that it is only when we all obey your commandments will we ever find the truest way to a lasting peace in this world. We ask you in your name to bless all of us gathered here for this welcoming home ceremony, and to especially bless this returning serviceman. Amen.
Thank you. The national anthem will be sung by Ken Vusi. He's a Vietnam veteran.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ken. That was beautiful. Our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Maya Kalex. Is Maya here? Maya?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arm. Post. Color. Present arms. Order. Arms. Right face. Forward. Arm.
Please be seated. We would like to thank the Arizona Patriot Guard Riders for their support of Operation Welcome Home by providing motorcycle escort to Town Hall and honoring us with their presence and standing with the American flags along the sides. We would also like to thank St. Anne's Church Knights of Columbus. I'm sure you saw them do their Arch of Swords out front, very impressive. We want to thank them. Would everybody who has served in the military or is presently serving in the military please stand or at least raise your hand at this time? Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your service. Appreciate the time you spend in the military, what you did for our country, and you're all patriots. For me, you're what it's all about. I appreciate your service. The town of Gilbert has been recognized by the Department of Defense for its support of its military employees and for being one of the top in the state for being veteran friendly. Operation Welcome Home is a nonprofit organization in the state of Arizona and coordinates ceremonies like this one to recognize the valuable service and dedication of our men and women in uniform, and also the sacrifices their families have made at home. Operation Welcome Home also participates in Military Appreciation Month and goes into 5th grade classes promoting patriotic themes such as military branch creeds, the purpose of dog tags, and other related topics. By the end of this month in May, we will have been in we'll have taught over 2,000 students. Finally, Operation Welcome is also building Welcome Home Veterans Park in Gilbert through the AZ Wall project. This park honors all veterans of all wars and their families for their sacrifice. It will be educational, inspirational, and healing. I would like to introduce the elected officials in the audience tonight. State Senator President Andy Biggs, please stand. Thank you, sir, for being here tonight. We appreciate it. State Representative Warren Peterson. Thank you, sir. Maricopa County Supervisor Denny Barney. Thank you. Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Shukri. Not here, okay. Mayor John Lewis. Our Gilbert Council members, Jen Daniels, Eddie Cook, okay, Victor Peterson, sorry. This one's right, Jordan Ray. There we go. And I know this one's right, Bridget Peterson. Thank you. Thank you for attending tonight's ceremony. This is the town of Gilbert's 26th Operation Welcome Home ceremony, 26 of them. We have honored 27 returning service people and 1 gold star. Tonight, we have the honor and privilege of honoring First Lieutenant Devin Yates and his family. We are so excited you're here. We plan to make this a night that we hope you'll remember, and I'll tell you one thing, I'll remember this night. So, Mayor Lewis, would you like to come forward?
To all who are here, thank you. I talked to a couple of you, and this is your first time to come to an Operation Welcome Home event, and a couple of you have been to all 26. Those who have been to all 26 can tell those who are here for the first time, this is one of the finest activities in our community. And we are grateful for those who have served and they come home. I had a unique experience last night. I was at the Town of Florence Council meeting, and maybe on the opposite end, they have 7 of their young men and young women who are graduating from high school this week and 7 who have enlisted in the military. And they were introduced and stood up. 5 will be going into the Army, 1 Navy, and 1 Marines. And it was very inspiring to see the community give them a standing ovation and thank them for their willingness to serve. And to individuals like our First Lieutenant Devin Yates, you now come home. And I understand, though, in your military career, you're still early in the stages of service and more to come, and thank you for that. My honor for the next few minutes is to make sure not only you get introduced, but your entire family. I would invite you now to bring the entire family right here to my right, stand here, and we'll do the introductions. We're going to talk more about you in a minute, so let me just, you tell me, would you like me just to pass the mic down and have everyone introduce themselves, or would you like to introduce them? Okay, please.
Hello, so I'm Devin Yates. I have my mom here, Barbara Yates. My dad's Brian Yates. My grandma and grandpa, Sam and Mary Ann Yates. Got my nephew here, Jaden, and my Aunt Kathy. My niece is Allie, and my brother and his wife are Anthony and Tawny.
Could we have Grandpa step forward? Grandpa, please. I understand that we also have, is it United States Air Force retired? Is that correct? Another big hand for Grandpa Sam. We have some special flowers, and is this for Grandma and Mom? Okay. Grandma, there you go. And Mom, there you go. Thank you. Now, this is what it's all about. Serve and support. And so we thank the family and thank you for giving them a big round of applause. And as you'll stay here, but as the rest of the family returns to your seat, please give them another big round of applause. I have enjoyed the opportunity of inviting other council members to help. We have a proclamation that Councilmember Jen Daniels, who has been part of the Operation Welcome Home team and part of the original vision, even before we did the first one. So Councilmember Daniels, please.
Thank you, Mayor. What an honor it is to present you with this today. You are representing Gilbert well, and you're clearly representing your family well. They stood there with pride next to you. That was terrific to see. So thank you for letting us do this for you. I'd like to quickly read the proclamation, or a part of the proclamation. We have First Lieutenant Devin Yates, a resident of the town of Gilbert, having served for more than 3 years in the United States Air Force, and First Lieutenant Yates having completed officer training and having completed advanced training. First Lieutenant Yates has served his country honorably throughout his service and deployment with the U.S. Air Force, serving as Network Operations Officer, In Charge Client Systems Officer, In Charge and Plans Officer. During his deployment, you served in Afghanistan, and you served as Operations Flight Commander in Afghanistan. First Lieutenant Yates has received numerous awards and achievements. I will not read this lengthy list, but for 3 years, this young man has clearly done great work for all of us. And in recognition of his service and the support of his family that they have provided while he has been away serving his country, on behalf of John W. Lewis, Mayor of the town of Gilbert, Arizona, we do hereby declare Tuesday, May 17th, 2016, as Operation Welcome Home First Lieutenant Devin Yates Day. Congratulations.
This is the first of many pictures that will be taken. First Lieutenant Devin Yates right here. The council will surround you and we'll have some pictures. There are a few other things we're going to give you, so we'll help you out and put that on the table, but afterwards, make sure you get all of them. Thank you.
A few more goodies coming to you. We would like to have U.S. Senator Flake's representative, Chelsea Lett, to make a presentation. Thank you.
Well, it's an absolute honor to be here today. I find these events very uplifting, and it's just very awesome to be in your presence, and thank you so much for your service. I have a letter from the senator that I'd like to read to you. Dear Devin, I join with the community of Gilbert in recognizing you for your years of service in the United States Air Force. It is with much admiration and gratitude that I express appreciation for the personal sacrifices you and your family have experienced. Again, thank you for your service and best wishes for the future. Sincerely, Jeff Flake.
Thank you. Thank you. And now from U.S. Congressman Matt Salmon's office, Janet Bosley.
Well, I'm honored to be here. I'm one of those that this is my first opportunity to attend this, and I've wanted to come to one. When Barbara told me that it was her son's this time, I'm going, oh, I'm going to have to make sure that I get to go to that, but I didn't plan on getting to go to it from this point. I was going to be sitting out there. Lee is unavailable, and as most of you know, Lee Huff is the one that generally represents Congressman Salmon. He left me a note. It says, Janet, don't forget to start with humor, because he always tells a story. I said, the only time I'm funny is when I'm trying to be serious. So then as he walks out the door to his other meeting, it's, Janet, don't mess it up. So we'll see. I have a letter here for you from the congressman. I want to let you know how honored I am to be able to be the one that gets to read this to you. Dear First Lieutenant Devin Yates, after a distinguished record of service to our country, it is with recognition of your dedication and sacrifice that I welcome your return to our community. I want you to know that I am deeply impressed with your service record and numerous honors and medals that have been awarded you. I also thank your family who has made tremendous sacrifices in supporting you while you served. I present you with our nation's flag, which was flown over the nation's capital in your honor. I pray God's blessings be upon you in all your future endeavors. Warmest regards, Matt Salmon. There's also a certificate here verifying that the flag was flown over the Capitol at his request for you specifically. Also, I just noticed there's a note here from Matt. Janet, don't listen to Lee.
Thank you very much. I would say, as an aside, I think any service man or woman who receives a flag that was flown over the Capitol is such an honor. And I'm so glad that you have it. And another reason why I think you'll remember this your whole life and your family. So glad that you received that. We have another presentation by U.S. Congressman Paul Gosar. Representative Penny Pugh.
Hi. Thank you, sir, for your service. I'm here as an honor to welcome you to Gilbert. I grew up in Gilbert, and they're very blessed to have you here. And the Congressman thanks you for your patriotism and your war against terrorism on our behalf. Thank you.
Thank you. State Senate President Andy Biggs and State Representative Warren Peterson. Proclamation from LD 12 legislators. Could you come forward? Thank you.
Well, Devin, it's a real honor to be with you tonight, and I've been to a lot of Operation Welcome Homes, but this one's especially special for me because I know your family, and your family is the epitome of what a good citizen is, and I think you are too. So the fruit didn't fall very far from the tree, and I think you honor your family, and I know they honor you as well. So it's truly a privilege for President Biggs and I to be here with you tonight and to present you with this recognition. Whereas the state of Arizona wishes to acknowledge and honor through Operation Welcome Home those Arizona residents who have served a tour of duty overseas in the course of their military commitment to the United States of America, and whereas First Lieutenant Devin Yates, a resident of the town of Gilbert, having served in the United States Air Force, and whereas First Lieutenant Devin Yates, having completed officer training at Maxwell Air Force Base and advanced training at Keesler Air Force Base, and whereas First Lieutenant Devin Yates has served his country honorably throughout his service and deployment in Afghanistan, and whereas First Lieutenant Devin Yates has received numerous medals and awards, including Air Force Outstanding Unit, National Defense Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Small Arms Expert Marksmanship Ribbon, and the Air Force Training Ribbon. Whereas the town of Gilbert is proud to extend a warm welcome home to First Lieutenant Devin Yates, honoring him and his family for their commitment and service to the United States military, this great state of Arizona, and the United States of America. Therefore, the members of the Arizona House of Representatives hereby recognize First Lieutenant Devin Yates for his outstanding service in the United States Air Force and extend best wishes for his success and happiness in the future. Dated the 17th day by President Andy Biggs, Representative Eddie Farnsworth, and Representative Warren Peterson. Congratulations.
I would like to just review, if I could, a bit about this outstanding family, the Yates family, that I'm finding out as I looked at the bio information and even tonight. I know you're humble, most military people are, but please indulge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm new at this job. Hope you'll forgive me. This is Denny Barney. He's a supervisor of Maricopa County Supervisors and Board of Supervisors, and I apologize to you.
You needn't apologize. I'm honored to be here, and I'm easily forgettable, so something I've become used to. But when I came tonight, I knew for sure that I would like First Lieutenant Yates because he's a Gilbert resident, and he served in the military. And then I came in and I saw the pictures on the wall, and I see that I can see that Eagle Scout ribbon on your chest, and then I see the Sun Devil T-shirt, and so it affirmed everything that I already knew, and that is this must be a good man. So I stand before you in behalf of over 4 million residents of Maricopa County, also as an Eagle Scout and as a Sun Devil, and more than 300,000 veterans in the county to just recognize you and add more accolades to the piles and piles of accolades that you'll receive tonight and otherwise. But thank you for your service. I'd like to read this certificate that will be presented to you tonight. A certificate of recognition presented to First Lieutenant Devin Yates in appreciation for your dedicated service to the United States Air Force and the many invaluable contributions you've made throughout your military career. You proudly served your country in your deployment at Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan. On behalf of the citizens of Maricopa County, thank you for protecting our individual freedoms.
This is what happens when you give a new guy a new job. As I was saying, the Yates family, as I did look at your family military history, is amazing. And I would like to just, if you don't mind, from what I understand, what I've gathered, first of all, your father, Brian Yates, is a retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, and he's now an instructor with the JROTC in Peoria. Thank you. You're leading young men in the right direction. We really appreciate that. And women, I'm sorry. Also, I understand your grandfather, Sam Yates, right? I think we already said this, you are retired Air Force. Thank you for your service. I understand Mike Yates is an uncle of yours, and he is retired Navy. Is he here tonight? He's not here. And last I have is Eric Yates. He's another uncle, and he's retired U.S. Air Force. So I think that's quite a family. I will say this. I'm wondering how the Navy guy got in there, but that's okay. That's all right. So is the family. Okay. There's always one in the family that has to go the other way. There is no doubt that the United States Air Force is prominent in its battle against global terrorism. This devotion to maintaining and protecting our freedom is reflected in the United States Air Force Airman's Code. I would like to read that if I could now. The Air Force Code. I am an American airman. I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage and a tradition of honor and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its sentry and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I'm an American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I never leave an airman behind. I never falter. I will not fail. I appreciate your dedication, your family's history. Thank you very much. And you can actually have a seat. Thank you. If you would please refer to the reverse side of the program. I didn't show that picture, did I? Well, you're seeing it now. I'm sorry. New guy. Anyway, aren't they outstanding? They really are outstanding. Well, now I should go back. Okay. Let me find something here. Here we go. The reverse side of the program, these are groups and individuals who have contributed their time and talents and in order for this event to occur. I would like to thank California Pizza Kitchen, which is where the family will go for supper tonight. My wife and I have eaten there. It's very good food. You'll enjoy it. We also like to thank Elizabeth's Moments of Joy, Western Skies Golf Course, International Minute Press, the American Legion Post 39, and the Patriotic Guard Riders. Also the Knights of Columbus. I think that added a great deal to the ceremony tonight. We also would like to thank the town of Gilbert staff for the things that occur here behind the scenes. Appreciate it very much. And also, got to thank that Operation Welcome Home Committee. They pull together in times that's kind of amazing. They did the job again tonight, and want to thank you very much. We have a hospitality table in the lobby, you probably saw when you came by, with refreshments and punch. We invite you to visit this area as you leave tonight. And again, I made a first guy mistake. And Lieutenant Yates, would you like to say a few words? Once again, I'll get better with this, but I'd love for you to say a few words if you'd like to. I'm sorry.
So, hello again. I just wanted to come up and say thank you for having me here. I was not expecting a ceremony like this when I was first planning to come visit after I was coming home, but it's nice to see how many people support us in the community. So, again, thank you all for coming out. I'm honored to be here, and please come see me after this so I can say hi. Thank you.
If you know of a loved one or a friend who is returning from an overseas deployment, we would love to have a ceremony like this tonight. There is a form at the hospitality table that you can pick up and fill that out and give it to us. We love to do this, and I hope you will. You can also visit our website and our Facebook link. I do have another announcement, and this is going to be something that I think you'll all appreciate. Everybody likes free. I like free. Well, on Saturday, Operation Welcome Home, in conjunction with the Gilbert Fire Department, is going to have an Armed Forces. I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Mayor. This is what we're doing on this Saturday. Armed Forces Day is kind of a forgotten holiday. It was first started in 1950. At the time when I was a kid, they actually had parades, and it was very celebrated in a good way. The idea is for all of the branches to be able to indicate what they do to defend our country, and we know more about them and tell them we appreciate what they do. So Saturday, we're going to renew this holiday. It's a free pancake breakfast, and we'll have enough for everybody, so I hope you'll come out. Also, the Gilbert Fire Department, they'll have a tour through their firehouse, station number 1. It's beautiful. We went through the other day. You can also see big fire trucks, which I'm 68, but I'm still a kid. I love those big fire trucks. So it'll be a very nice morning. It's from 8 to 11. We have flyers again out at the hospitality table, and you can get those there. At any rate, I hope you do come by. I do appreciate another thing. This is my first time here, and I've seen it done, and I think it's so easy, and I realize it's not so easy. So I appreciate Les, who does this all the time. And also, if I forgot something, I'll email you about what I forgot. How's that? So, would you please rise for the retiring of the colors? Also, would you please remain standing as our family, the honoree family, is escorted out? Knights, prepare.
Present arms, order arms, retrieve, colors, right face, forward, mark.
The Yates family will be escorted to the 9/11 memorial. And if you could come by, go by and shake Lieutenant Yates' hand and their family for their support for him. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a good evening. I made a mistake.